almost true 4K. But see, 3840 by 2160, that level, all the layouts and stuff are all set for that. And if I run the one step, right, one step above that, and then I got to stretch everything. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not just going to go that one step. Yeah, don't stretch everything and it'll look weird then. Yeah, up the bit rate too. Yeah. Yep. So far so good. It should look crisp, and we'll see. We'll see. And if I have some glitches here, you know, it's not make or break now. So, but everything looks good so far. Hey, Phantom 491. Let me know if you see any issues out there. Anyone? Wait a minute. What button? That one. Good. So far, the Stream Deck's working. So far, so good. I don't know if anyone's joining us. I put the offer out to Tim, put the offer out to Mike, put the offer out to Alan Growy. But if not, hey, we're good. And we'll have four streams this upcoming week. So you didn't play today? Oh, okay. Okay. What link in Discord, Mike, you talking about? Let me make sure. Like I'm on my new machine, and man, talking about just every little thing you need to little. Yeah. App and mine's yeah, and then I say to myself, I'm not using OneDrive, but then again, I was like, oh man, if all the files are on both, oh my gosh, that may actually be better. But right, yeah, I haven't even put email on this yet. No, ah, well, that's cool. Oh, hey, my morphin. Hey, thanks, Gargamon, for the raid there. And sorry, I'm hitting you guys out. I'm not even paying attention. I hit. I'm just blindly hitting all these presets, and I see you're already here, Patrick. So, and yeah, thanks, darling. Now, the one, hey, Taryn, the one I am really shocked at is that the Stream Deck was a nightmare to get that all reset up. That was I won't use the B word, but it was rough. That one was rough to get up. Taryn, you changed your name again, didn't you? That's cool. I like that with it. I like it that way. That's cool. That looks neat. That's very, very cool. Yeah, I think it's really neat looking. So just note if I have some technical difficulties, it's because I got this brand new machine here. Now my machine downstairs will be for the game, so I don't. So I'm not going to kill myself going up and down the steps with it anymore. My wife's like, "You're going to kill yourself," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, yep." So, cool. Thanks, Patrick. I know, Naz. I know it's late there. I appreciate it. I understand, Curtis. Yeah. Looks like you got your new quarterback there, the Mr. Irrelevant, who was the last guy in the draft. which is really crazy when you think about it. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Things seem to be going well here. Yeah, Enoch. It should. You guys can tell me. It may not look any different on your end, but it should look a hair more crisp here because of I've upped some of the resolutions and stuff, and you know, so it should, but I guess we'll find out. No, look, I can't remember what button I'm supposed to hit next. There we go. So I hope everyone. I only went Friday, actually. I went Friday. I saw Alex. I saw Joe Block. I saw Andrew Valuskakis, who we're playing with. And I can't. There's so many people there, all with masks. I couldn't recognize anyone. It was brutal. Yep, yep. And my son wasn't feeling great today. I was going to take him over today, but he wasn't feeling up to it. So we just hung out today because Saturday was spent mostly getting this machine up and running. You know, so cool. So you should, if you have the capability, be able to. Everyone should be able to run this in 4K, view it in 4K. But I'm not sure if that's people are doing that on their phones or whatever. So, got you, Enoch, at the end of the show. Yeah, it was Alex. It was, but it was good to see you there. Um, plus, I moved around some of my buttons, so I should not have any I shouldn't have any mongrel issues now because he's all on the same number on both all the talk shows. So I won't have. Oh, I accidentally hit Tim. I may do it on purpose once in a blue moon, but you know, you know what? Well, I can. Let me do this. Giveaways. Let me set this up. Classic D&D reprints tonight, everyone. Lots of good stuff coming up this week. All right. Cool, Tim. Good. All right. So everything's looking good here. I think that Kickstarter is ending shortly. Yeah, man. Good. No music? Is that everyone with no music? Wow.
Well,
Try. How about now?
It's not only me then.
How about now? Okay. Ah ha ha! You heard me, but not. So, first time using XSplit and the broadcast in here. There's a default speaker output bar, and it was muted. Yes. Yeah, it's all right. Awesome. I told you, with a brand new machine set up, it takes time to. Anna knows it just.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you're doing, it takes time to get over to the.
Yep.
Get over to it. Mike, I get Mike realizes that Nah, I'm not gonna get Mike's guy. Quit. Now Dice May. I'm with this. Just kidding. Saturday night. Yep, Naz. Oh man, dude, sorry to hear that. Thanks for the lurk. Alright. Work. Okay. Oh man, Wayne, you're still ill? Hey, Gabbin. I got one of those mechanical match hand things bouncing back and forth. Alright. Yes. I appreciate everyone telling me about the sound effects and music, or else we were going to go on the whole show without stuff. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, tonight, we didn't get to where we were last week because of Paul Luby coming on, which was wonderful. But tonight we're hitting. This era is unbelievable. Dragon magazine and Dungeon magazines.
Yeah.
Just completely unbelievable.
Hey, it was good last time, but this one is even better, I guess.
Yeah, this one's got some wonderful stuff. What I needed, there was something. I need my hardback book here. My class book. Awesome. All right. We're good. Hey, Moose. We're rolling in here. All right. Coming live. Look at that. 3 minutes early. Hit that button. All the buttons are working. Everything's working so far except for my stupid one thing. I'm J.K. Lurkis. I'm with me, Anna Meyer, tonight. As part 7, I think. Wow. Yeah. Seventh part of this one we're doing. Now, we had Paul Luby last week, and we started a little early. But I actually have hard copies of these, some of these tonight in these dungeons.
I have them somewhere up on the shelf here, too. So, yeah.
That's the one we didn't get to last week, and we're going to be talking very soon. And then this one, you could say it's even better. I have, Anna. I haven't even taken it out. I still have the Olive Dread map on the inside.
Oh,
attached.
Yeah. I don't think I took mine out. Yeah.
Take it.
Hello, Gaetano.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna hit up 110 to 114, and I was like,
and Moose. Hello,
yeah,
Moose. Thank you so much for. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead, Anna. Yeah.
I was going to say thank Moose for joining my Patreon. So, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
So, always Anna's got the best Patreon money can buy there. Absolutely. Here, Garwin, I'll show you Raid, and I'll show Patrick's resub there, as we're in a new month, as you can see on the chat up to. Hey, Orchid. So, we stopped at 109 because we just got stuck on Hard B and all the Paul Luby stuff from last week, which is not a big deal. By the way, if you see something glitch off or I freeze, I got this brand new monster machine here, and it just but I'm still working the kinks out. There's conflicts here and there. Zoom and XSplit are not liking each other, but I think I got it worked out. So my GPU is like running at 63%. It shouldn't be. I got a 3090 in this thing, and it should be running at 63% capacity right now. That's really high. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, you got a 3090 in it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
3090 with
Yeah,
24 gigs of RAM.
that's
So
what I have in mine too. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
that is
nuts.
good.
So I'm wondering what's going on with that. Why the GPU is up at 64%? Because the other one with like 12 gigs was never that high. So if I crash, that's what's going on. So all right, tonight the first dungeon I think is a devoid. I think this is just a completely devoid mess here in this one. I think this is all Dark Sun, this one. But we'll take a look anyway.
It's kind of cool. I love the
It's all the
art in the
spyware. I
front.
hope not. Yeah, on the brand new one, it could be some.
Oh yeah, crapware. You have to uninstall it.
I gotta
Yeah.
get rid of a lot of stuff. I've been working on, and it's just a matter of working at the kinks and getting it to an optimal setting. But so far, so good here. Like I said, it should be a little crisper in view, but and we got a giveaway too. We got a whole bunch of to choose from this time around, including a Scarlet Brotherhood. Right, we got that. We got a Treasures, City Sites, Showcanth, Baltron's Beacon. Some really good stuff tonight. So it should already be going. And there you go. Hit that up right there. And note, we'll finish this up. I'll be away traveling for work next 2 days, but then I got a 4 streams next week. So getting back into the hardcore swing of things from this point on. All right. 110. Get buzzed on the bridge. They were really using the jokes here. And it says Dark Sun Reborn DM's Guide and Adventure Inside. So
Hmm.
issue 110, May 2004. I think this is going to be all Dark Sun, this adventure, if I remember when I was doing my research on this. So Buzz on the bridge, Downer, Last Stand at Outpost. I don't think any of this is Greyhawk. I think this is a dud and a half, this one. Look, even in Polyhedron, Dark Sun DM's Guide, Dark Sun Monster Supplement, there is nothing at all in this one that's Greyhawk. And by the way, I looked, and this is the first series that we've done that I don't think, Anna, I ran a single one of the adventures we're going to talk about tonight. I haven't run any of them. Normally there's something, I ran this and I ran that. And it's not Greyhawk, but nothing at all. So let's just take a quick look through this one. May 2004, Eric's campaign rules. So Eric is talking about, um, Eric's, Eric's talking, he calls someone jackass right here. If the PCs in your group can read minds and see through walls, spend a little more than a week designing your world and your impressive, intricate mystery jackass. So Eric, looks like Eric was having a bad day. Let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. There we go. So, and that's good. Our friend Eric
Eric's
Mona there.
campaign rules. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So let's get to it. And Eric always has a way with words there. All right. So as we go through here, man, there is nothing. I love the artwork though. The artwork is wonderful. Crisp and wonderful. Artwork is great. But when we come down here, the buzz in the bridge, John Simcoe, any setting, the isolated halfling hamlet of Lindley, and I don't. This is generically placed. I think it's the only one that's even remotely close to being able um, in this one to even can say, hey, I can place this one in Greyhawk. It's a very basic adventure. You got nice artwork. Look, you got a hamlet there. You could use that. It very easily can place this anywhere.
Hmm.
That you have halfling communities. So this is a decent adventure. Bees, giant bees. Um, is the enemy here, and there's a beehive and a queen bee, and that is it. You got these cut out these maps. So they were big on, this is pre VTT era still, right? So they're
Oh
big on,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
We're
I
on
think
110 right now, there, fellas. This one is so non-Greyhawk.
yeah, I think
None.
the very first VTTs were starting to come out, the early kind of prototypes, the idea for VTT, because I think the original Fantasy Grounds, and there were the hang on a second, I forgot the RP tools.
Mm-hmm.
They were around 2000 or early on.
Really?
Oh yeah, there were a couple of other ones that we have forgotten about back then. So there were ideas and stuff. So around the very late 90s, early around 2000, that's when the idea came up.
So that is really, I mean, besides that one, which in this one you could possibly use,
Mm-hmm.
that's all she wrote. I mean, that's it. I mean, you have, and you can see we're going Dark Sun right here with Thrycreen right off the
Oh
bat.
yeah,
Last Stand at Outpost 3, Robert Lazzaretti cartography, David Noonan, but it says Dark Sun specifically. So the rest of this, I believe, is just Dark Sun. So this number
yeah,
110 is a bit of a Greyhawk, is a pretty big Greyhawk dud. There's nothing wrong with Dark Sun at all, but it's
yeah.
just,
I love these what they've done with the layout here. Those banners at the top at the
yeah,
bottom give me a lot of ideas.
yeah, it's
I'm
cool
going to
looking.
be inspired by those ideas there, definitely.
So
Yeah.
I got you, Kern, at the end. Roll 20 was 2012. All right. So this is 2004. We're still 8 years away from Roll 20. So,
Oh yeah, Roll20, but Roll20 was late to the game, but they were the ones that did it in a browser
right.
properly. The early ones were dedicated software back in the day, but there were some things that were done in using various
Aylas,
Java and stuff like that too. So yeah, back in the day.
thank you very much. Hang out a little bit. We're going to be going over some dungeon magazines. We got some giveaways tonight, and thank you so very much for the raid there. I wanted to say, and hope everything's going well with you. Hey, Sky, it's good to see you. I know we haven't chatted in a while. Maybe we should chat again, see if we can get a game together. So we're in Dungeon 110. We're going to be going Dungeon 110 to 114 tonight, and we're going to be hitting the legendary Isle of Dread tonight and the legendary Mara Castle, especially. But there's a lot of other good Greyhawk stuff coming up as well. So welcome, see you. Hey, Falmoko, good to see you too. So it's great to see you though, Sky. Hopefully you're doing real well. Um, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, Anna. These are just, this. I mean, Dark Sun's great, but it's just we're looking at a devoid of Greyhawk content in
Oh yeah.
110.
Mm-hmm.
And just I'm going to scroll through this one and go to 111 here. Even the polyhedron is all. And there's nothing, like I said, if you're a big Dark Sun fan, like John at Blue Box is, this will give you some. There's a whole DM's guide, in here in the polyhedron section, so you can have a huge amount of great content for a Dark Sun campaign here in 110. And it goes on for a while. So let me go to 111. We're going to get into some real good meat shortly. Of course, it went over there. All right, great. Oh, it's playing games with me. Here comes the crash. There we go.
Oh,
I got to move that down, move that back up. All right. Now we're going to do 111 Eberron. So they're going to hit all the gaming groups at different times. Though AD&D second player's option introduced the 5-foot square combat grid 94, 95. Gargamel, it's possible. I don't know, because I was always playing with rulers, miniature style, right?
yeah.
So
You played a war game with inches and stuff. Yeah. But third edition introduced 5-foot grids. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And that was 2000 when they came out. So yeah.
It was 2000. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Jay has the most uneven mic. It's quiet, and then you can hear some New Jersey bloke in the next room. Yeah, well, another thing, if I am way too loud, let me know, because remember, being on this new computer up here, I'm resetting everything. I'm doing something, Josh. I'm doing something there. You know that. We're gonna have a great time at GaryCon in March, but that's ways off still. So, and PAX Unplugged was this weekend. Like I said, I went over there and just, it was okay. I know there was a lot of great people there, but I hate the mask thing. I can't recognize anyone. So I probably walked by about 100 people I knew and I didn't even realize it. I did see some people. All right, so the 10 Commandments of Villainy. Is this another Eric Mona? No, this is James Jacobs. Ooh, James
Okay.
Jacobs is the one that did the Book of Vile Darkness. So probably this is right
Mm-hmm.
around that time too. Lucky second. Asarak, Eclavdra, Kingsnare, Alite, Tormoros, Loth. So a lot of Greyhawk names there.
Oh,
Yeah, all the Greyhawk
there we
names.
go. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It was Combat and Tactics. I have that book. Strike on the Rabid Dawn. Any setting. I don't think this is.
Hang on a second here.
Yep.
The Horn Society appendix. What the heck? In 111 here.
There's going to be
On.
some stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm ahead of you a
You're
couple of
way ahead,
pages.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's some good stuff coming up here.
Yeah.
So this one's not set either. This adventure uses a prestige class from the Book of Vile Darkness. So they're really getting into that.
Yep.
This is Hardby. This one's Hardby. Now I'm going to tell you
Mm-hmm.
right now. This does not. I'm a Hardby. God, I'm a Hardby snob, right? Paul Luby is too. This does not feel like this adventure does not feel like Hardby at all. This is for levels, what 14th, 15th, 16th level. But it just doesn't feel Hardby to me. Maybe that's just me. But this is an actual Greyhawk adventure. I never ran it, and it's got maybe it has potential. But for me, I think it's over the top. But then again, this is third edition era. So cool lighthouse picture there. So the synopsis on this one is it tells you about Christoph Jean Markosian, and it goes through it's all high level nobility estate issues. You go to this leaning lighthouse. Cultists have come to kill the turncoat pirates. So it's interesting. The Rabid Dawn, which is also I think a ship. So yeah, optional. Tieflings are man. We got Cambions and we got Alu demons, right? The Leaning Lighthouse. Nice map. Basic. The levels on this are crazy though. Super high for a Greyhawk adventure. Like here we go. Hell Wasp swarms. And what is a Nessian Warhound? But that's in here. That's not the Warhounds that that's not the same ones that that Paul Luby were talking about. It's a devil dog. Got it. Okay, it's a scalable one because sure they have 114 hit points. Holy jeez. So and 13th level druid, female harpy archers, barb devils. You got a huge amount of nasties in this. Well, yeah, exactly. Nice picture. Nice ship picture here. I like that. They talk about Sikala. The Tines of Sikala love to slaughter air breathers. Sikala is the deity of the Sahagwin, correct? Shark, the great white. Is that correct? I almost think so.
That might be. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
This is above my pay grade.
Yeah.
You know that. Yep.
Yep. Almost positive. Do any of your IUs or Horn Society cults? They're active outside their homeland. Yeah, of course. Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
definitely. Yep.
Definitely. Thank you, Jim Micah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially my Horn Society ones are now spreading to other areas, but they're active in different ways. So yeah.
Troy, thanks, man.
Hello.
Here's the thing: the Cult of the Shriven Sickle from the Free Secret box set is really a Horn Society group, right? In the role,
yep.
Yeah. So, and that goes all the way back to 1E, 2E era. So almost a hype train. Patrick pumped it. Thanks, Patrick. All right, so we have this the Rabid Dawn. Now here's the thing: this Rabid Dawn fits the Reaper ship I have out. It's a triple-masted, square-rigged vessel with fore and aft castles. So watch, here comes the crash. I know I'm gonna play with fire here. Nah, you just play, but so let's go to. Hopefully, I have everything set up. Thank you. There, we're getting close to it. If we go to this, there we go. Right, it's very close. It's very close to what they were talking about.
Yeah.
from Thursday night. So
Hmm.
yep. So if you're gonna run this adventure and you have the Reaper ship, you got your gold right there. So all right, let's go back to this. Pop. It's close. Let's go. Troy, hope you're doing well, man. Things are going well here. We're hanging in there. So all right. So you have a brand new pirate ship, the Rabid Dawn. That's a cool name. I like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I had the pirate ship from Thursday night on. It was named the Turquoise Lady. I thought that was cool too. But they were completely
Yeah.
incompetent. They ran their ship aground.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So we got the Cutlass weapon. I think Cutlass should do more than 1 to 4, 1 to 6. Now, is a Cutlass a rapier?
It's close to. I think it's they're I think in 5th edition. I don't think there's that many different
Okay.
varieties, so they simplified it. But in 3rd edition, there were tons of weapons.
Yep. Well, in first and second edition, an epee is 1 to 4, 1 to 6, and a rapier is 1 to 6, 1 to 6.
Yeah.
So I guess this is more of an
I
epee.
think a cutlass goes under falchions these days. I think
Does
are
it?
the same. Yeah, I think so. But I might be wrong on that one. But yeah.
Hey, Mom. All right. And they got a nice cross sections of the ship here.
Hmm.
All right. So basically, this could be incorporated into a pirate, slaver, independent pirate raider type of adventure at
Was it?
super high levels. Maybe I'm of the thing that this is really high level for that, considering Marquesa is like Marquesa and that crew, the slave lord. This is like slave lord level, right? It's even higher than that. So maybe that's just
It's 3rd
my thought there.
edition.
It's
Things went crazy. Yep.
yeah. Look at this. The captain's a bugbear with 12
Yeah.
levels.
Hmm. Yep.
Yep. So there, nice picture. Up on Mange.
Yeah.
So like I said, Greyhawk bound this adventure. Um, it doesn't have a map showing where the tilted lighthouse is in reference to Harby, so you can place it wherever you want. Now, here's the Horn Society appendix, Anna, which you were
Oh,
talking about right
yeah,
here.
that's what I
Yeah,
saw when I
yeah,
scrolled, yeah, right
absolutely.
through it. Yep. Hmm.
Who's texting me? It's probably the ever mysterious Tim said he'll be on late tonight, which means he'll be on tonight, which is good. So 12%. Get us over that level 1 if you can, someone. If not the end of the world, as we got a brand new week. We got a ton of content coming up. Let me hit that. That worked. Nothing's. I'm gonna curse myself. Nothing's crashed yet. All right. So it says it's talking about just the background on it. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks, Lando. Thank you. You got
and
us.
on the next page you have Warduke.
Yes, and that's where we're getting here.
It exactly that ties Warduke into Horn Society. I don't know if this was the first time that connection was made, but it was the age when it was made.
Well,
I know
remember,
that.
Warduke appears in an earlier one, and then it's connected into the Horde Society, so they go
Okay,
further
that was
here.
earlier. Yeah.
So here's the interesting thing. It tells you that the deities are Nerul the Reaper, the Oinodaemon, Anthraxis, and the 9 Princes of Hell. They're saying, or the Horn Society main demons here. Um, and then talks about Ayu's crushing him. But and there's Warduke, which is a nice discussion here too. So yeah, it's really cool. Definitely. Hopefully, and let me see here if we see anything out of like anything that's like pops out here. Once again, James Jacobs went hardcore on this book of Vile Darkness, right? And he wrote
Oh yeah.
he wrote the one out of Scuttle Cove, that adventure with with the slaughtering of the Yuan-ti there, and then he's really been keeping going there. Yeah, consider cracking on Dungeon 105, page 70, how to face off against Warduke. So Warduke was in Dungeon 105, which we went over a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So there you go. Dungeon Delves. Is that another pirate cove? No, it's an underground mine. That's a dwarven mine with water connection to it. So a neat one there. Void Rage. That's funny. And so any thoughts on it? I mean, I guess that one's not crazy. It's not like that one with
No,
the
it was
800
not.
foot tall.
Yeah.
Um, you know, um, statue we had that one week that was in here. Like, what the? Yeah, I guess it's fine. I haven't run it. Anyone run that? Anyone run this one? Ooh. All right, here's a Chris Perkins adventure. I believe this is Greyhawk 2 because this is Cauldron Shackled City, the next one. 4 13th level characters. Now, we know of no one who's gotten past the first 2 adventures of Cauldron Shackled City. So no one in the community has run these. So everyone's got the book, the orange book that's like $150 to $200 now, but no one's run it. So, and this is actually Chris Perkins writing this one for this series. And here it shows all the other ones. This is number 7 in the series. I think 8 is the last one. And here comes Cauldron. Thanks, Hager. Hype. This is the best. Now, this is like the best detailed map out of. They finally placed stuff in here. The other ones just show Cauldron, but this one actually shows a lot more where locations are. So, kind of reminds me
this
of,
one is prominently in the hardcover of,
right.
Cauldron. They have in multiple versions of it.
Okay, this is the that's the one. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Did you mention which one, Tino? I have the book. Which one are we talking about? Are we talking Tino? Are we talking Warduke? He's not in that adventure. It's just a discussion on him. I don't think he's in specific adventures in Greyhawk. I just think that he's made as a possible NPC. Anna, is he placed in any of them? Quest for the Hearthstone?
Sure. I think he got his fame from the cartoon. And
non-Greyhawk adventure. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Nark.
And then he was placed in Greyhawk in during this era. Okay. And connected to the Horn Society and stuff, which I think is cool.
So now, once again, like these are super huge and long adventures with a lot of detail, and it's not going to be a 2-night session for these for you. Thinking that if you have 8 adventure series and each of them take 4 to 5 sittings, you're looking at getting through this entire chain a year to 2 years. I mean, it is a long adventure path, which is great. It's really good. Lots of detail. You got some Erythnal people here. You got a high level ogre mage, and it just keeps on going. They had some great big. Oh, look at that, man! He hit us. Thanks. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome, Wayne. Thanks. You're cranking it out, man. Got us right with like 5 seconds to go. Really beautiful looking maps and detail here. Thanks, Lomas. Too. Really appreciate it. Great stuff. Oh, what the heck is this?
I'm just gonna open the door.
Yep, go for it. You hot? So one day we'll find someone that has run these in the community. But I don't know if it's going to be now. So one day, and I said, "Oh yeah, I ran them." So here's Volantru, who a Shator Tartarian Beholder. Now I know Tartarus is one of the lower planes, but I don't know what any of that means. Beside that, Dale, do you? I'm going to show you where Cauldron is. Here, we'll show you where Cauldron is again.
Yeah.
Here's a good thing. I got this bar down here, so I can actually move stuff around. I mean, it's just, there are some benefits to Windows 11. It could be, that could be one of the reasons why the level of my GPU is running so high, because it's Windows 11 and not 10.
Windows 11 uses more GPU than earlier versions for various things. So
yeah. So here is Sassarine. Okay. Here's Sassarine. Closest thing is, the original is, you got Berghoff, that section of the Sea Princes, and you come all the way down here south, and there's Cauldron. It's got to be freaking hot there.
It's tropical. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very cool, Scottish Jeff.
Awesome.
Yeah, please, or could ask if he's run the Shackled City series. I never ran this or Age of Worms or Savage Tide because it was just out of my wheelhouse because we were in our own little bubble during the third edition era. So, well, it's inside a volcano. So, yeah. Is Cauldron supposed to be a Soul City? No.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's just generic in a lot of sense because it's not originally set in Greyhawk, so it doesn't have the the Greyhawk connection that way.
Yeah.
It's more like it's acceptable
Yep.
adaptation, but it's not really. Yeah,
Yep. And then Savage Tide will start in Sasserine and work your way all around here. I don't. Cayuse is Age of Worms. Yeah, the you got a lot of the Cayuse stuff going on with Age of Worms here. All right. Oh, here it is, Tartarian creature template. So you're gonna add this to your beholder and make it even worse. Oh, that's cool. So, and they got Demodons and well, I always loved Demodons from Monster Manual 2. So, okay. So you're demodating up stuff. All right. This Lord of Blades NPC to use critical threat Eberron, right? And one of the automatons. So, not Keith Baker, who will be on Blue Box Wednesday night. Believe it or not, it's awesome. The Lord of Blades. So there you go. Polyhedron. Farewell to the Living City. And by the way, thank you for the level 3 hype train, everyone. Here's it. So I guess Living City is done as of this time. Yep. Not Living Greyhawk, but Living City. Died in May 2004, or when June, July 2004. All right, I thought maybe it's the next one. Dark Sun Monsters Part 2. So we got a lot of Dark Sun in this one. It's got to be the next one. We got a really great Polyhedron article coming up.
I like the monsters here. They're
Yeah,
really cool. Yeah.
they are. I mean, look at that. Look at the stinger on that thing. All right, so that is. I have to move it down here and then open it up so it opens here. 112. Monster Magazine. Now we're getting into the real, and thank you all for that wonderful hype train. Here we go. Now we had an entire Legends of Lore on this. We had an
Yeah.
entire Legends of Lore on one coming up after that. But here we go. This is Mara Castle, and we gave one away last week. We didn't even get to it because of Paul Luby came on, which was awesome. Every time I see that map in the area, I'm reminded. So this is a Shackled City. Yeah, Shackled City. Cauldron / Shackled City. Yep. So here is issue 112, July 2004. This thing is loaded. Loaded with stuff. And let me hit up some things here. So far, so good. Buttons are. So I may have to figure out something and take down my level of churning from Windows 11 then, huh? And take some more stuff out of memory. Get as much as I can out of it in memory. GPU is running still at 64%.
That's okay.
Yeah.
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 That's good. That means your CPU probably runs less. So,
CPU is running at 2%.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mark Castle. Super giant size adventure. Rob Kuntz, Gary Gygax. Now, right at the beginning here, and I mean, look at this. This entire dungeon is dedicated to the Mark Castle. Whole thing. Yes. So this is if you want to run this is gold here.
Yeah.
Mark Castle Redux. Now I think this is Eric Mona talking about this. All right. And this is a good story. So let me blow this up a little bit. 20 years ago, I was a third grader, Countryside Elementary School. I like Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and ColecoVision. But my cherished Dungeons and Dragon books above nearly everything else. You could snap the head off my Boba Fett, I might have said, but don't dare crack the binding of my monster manual. How true. Or your Unearthed Arcana, which fell apart, right? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of books in the early, especially Unearthed Arcana was badly bound or
Oh,
something. It
Gary
was.
says this is the greatest issue of Dungeon ever. Gary, you're forgetting about something a couple later. Are you sure? This is right after it. Good point, though, Gary. I mean, we're talking about this tonight too. Man, I don't know about that. It's close. It's close with both. But good to see you. Gary Julian is on here. So,
Yep. Awesome. Thank you. Hi,
and
Gary.
he said, so this special issue of Dungeon commemorates the creation of D&D by updating a classic first edition adventure to the latest rules. We'll be back to normal format next month, but for now, it's time to take a journey to creative roots of D&D. Don't forget your 10-foot pole. That is awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, Gary says this is the greatest one, so greatest dungeon out of all of them ever. All right. Well, good. Then we're gonna go in this one in detail. So, like I said, that's Mark Castle. And this is an article. This is Gary Gygax, Sword and Sorcery and Wargaming, 1974. So, and he talks about, and here comes right with Tolkien, right off the bat. And so he gives a synopsis on wargaming. You know, TSR stands for Tactical Studies Rules, which is a wargaming company.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's a lot here. Morty with hair, exactly. Yeah, this is 112, everyone. And it's this. This is the cover.
That's the
Eli
coolest
Tomaros on the
illustration.
cover. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
the coolest I've seen of Mordenkainen, and that is a really cool post and stuff. That's awesome. Yeah.
So, and then and he talks about all how RPGs turn into wargaming. So here it is. Dave Arson, True Fantasy Buff, worked up a campaign from the chainmail of fantasy rules with considerable expansion in many areas. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen this and on Cannon Fire's Discord, I want to prove to you this is real. Fundraiser next year, St. Jude, one of the big prizes. Now it is. This may make it even more rare. It's one of these cover players' handbooks. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is donated by Jeremy.
I like that style, the orange spine and those. I really like those.
So, remember, we do it in order of donators. The top donor gets their pick of all the complimentary gifts all the way down, and so there you go. First off, there's whoever Jonathan is, Gary Gygax, Gen Con 30, and Dave Arneson, both signed. All right, here it is. So that would be one of the great giveaways. And like I said, remember, it's complimentary gifts, I should say. Yep. And that'll be right now. Third weekend in February will be the 5th annual fundraiser for St. Jude. you must be named Jonathan to take that. So Gary talks about a lot of, and then this commentary here from Eric. And he says, not even the fertile imagination of Gary Gygax could have pictured the cultural impact D&D would have over the next 30 years. What will the next 30 years hold? Well, yes.
We're almost there now. Yeah.
I thought, well, we're going to be at 50, right?
Yep. Yeah, but meaning it's 20 years ago since this was written. So yeah.
Robert Kuntz and Gary Gygax. Additional material by James Jacobs and Eric Mona. Illustrations by James Ryman and Aaron St. Goddard. Cartography by Robert Lazzaretti, Mark Castle.
Yeah.
So, how many of you out there have run this? Please put it in chat. I want to see.
No, I never run it, but it's cool. Yeah.
Yep. 30 years from now, I'll be 85 at Tino. I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah, that's too far out. So, Mordecai's Fantastic Adventure is what everyone thinks of, right? But this goes, this really cuts into some detail here. the Silver Key of Portals, and then Eli Tomaras, who's on the cover, is he's the you know he returns from the dead. Um, I think it's a a Yinug. Did I say that right? Noel Shaman brings it back. You did? Okay, Katana. What'd you think of it? Did you run it out of this? Hey Lee, did you run it out of this, or did you run it? A variant on this. Did you run Rob Kuntz's one? So it's a mammoth adventure set in one of the earliest dungeons in the history of Dungeons and Dragons. Let's show on the map where it is, everyone. That's a good reminder, right, Anna?
Yeah.
So here's all right. Here's Hardby, Greyhawk City, okay, Aberrals and Cairn Hills, Duchy of Ernst.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Okay, that's where it is. Mar Castle. Not far from the greatest adventure of all time. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. The Doom Grinder, right down the road. Hey, maybe we should turn it south and have the Doom Grinder. No, it goes south instead of west. That's not funny. Eric offered to keep putting EGG and RJK in Dungeon Dragon, but for a variety of reasons, I think maybe they were just paranoid, Gary, about exposure. Well, that was funny. Tim will. So I have no Tim programmed. So for order for me to do the mongrels, I have to manually click on scene 14 because on my front page of my stream deck I only have 13 buttons. So I can't press a button and have Tim coming up ripping a tongue out. Now it has to be manually done. See, look at that. I even solved that problem on this. I want to, yeah, I'll point it east and it'll probably go right through somewhere in the Great Kingdom or something. So, all right, so there's more castle. Yep, some really neat stuff. This area is really well developed in the Free Secret Rock box
Oh
set,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
from the ashes, and some of it even in Slavers. You got some really good stuff over in this area done in Slavers, but a lot of this is right out of those two box sets. So very cool. All right, let me go back to this. I'm being very, very deliberate, everyone. I don't want anything crashing. A Sewell imperial family called the Mar who migrated. Good. Thank you, Gary, for explaining that.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
And look here. All right. So here's another one. This is a much smaller area map showing, wow, they make the Miss Marsh huge in this map, but that shows it too. Here's Hardby. So you can see, and you got adventure hooks here. So Moore Castle's kind of almost. God, I don't want to say it's almost like it's not, but it has the same expedition in and out. It's more. You're doing parts of it. You're in multiple times. You're making forays in. This is a large, long adventure, right? I mean, the maps are great. Look at really some great stuff here. It's done, and that's why Gary says this is the best dungeon ever. You have this dungeon, you can run this. You have everything you need here to run it. So I think in its entirety. So we got here the starting area, and did they say what levels this goes from what to what? I missed that.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
I go back to the beginning.
So notice a foreshadowing here. Right here it says upcoming 117, 118, 119, and 120 will have a quarter of the Lazaretti map that's done. I have it buried here. I'll get it out next week, but I have those 4 pieces. You still may be able to get them from Paizo. So does anyone know? Should it have been published as a hardback, Rick Sells? Probably. I mean, like what they did was they put it here, and then like for Shackled City, and they made it into a hardback. That would have been a great idea here to do it. But the thing about this is you can get this cheap still. So, yep, I like the word intangible. Mark Castle is near it. So it says can be a nearly endless source of encounters without necessarily becoming a long-term fixture in your campaign. So what it's saying is you can make different little side quests of other campaign adventures where you have to go into it specifically and then come out, and that's a great thing. Instead of just going in like Temple of Elemental Evil and going in doing the first level, second level, third level, fourth level, going this one you may have to go in multiple times over the series of campaigns. Perfect idea. Paizo won't be able to do hardback, probably in off books. Yep. But I guess you have it here. You have it. Like I said, you can get it in PDF too. All right, Great Hall tells you about the Great Hall. This is the first one. Right off the bat, I mean, the levels on this has got to be 7th and up because it starts with Bodax, and Bodax do in 3rd edition. Do Bodax kill on sight if you fail your death save, just like in 1st edition? Dale. I'm always asking those that know and that play in 3rd to this day. Morning Canaan is a sample PC in the original module. Yep. 12th. So this, you know, I have it right here. I can full through it. You never play. No, no. But what about Bodax? Did Bodax kill on sight? Death saves or your saves or you're dead. That's what I was asking. So what I like about this also, in the adventure begins part, it also talks about Sclerotin. Talks about the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
mages of power only Sclerotin survived the conflagration. Sclerotin the wily, the one possessed. So, yep. Yeah, okay. So right off the bat, you're going right against Bodax in the very first area. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is really fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just Anna. This is just the beginning. Like here come your Bodax. Yeah, showing that, and the map is done. And wait a minute, I want to check something. I don't think I have it. No, I don't have the web enhancement on this one. I wish I did. Does anyone have the web enhancement in PDF?
I think I do.
If you
Hang on a second here.
if you have the web enhancement, you
No,
can.
not for the 12.
Yeah.
100. No, I not for
Hey, Wiley Beaver,
112,
thank you.
unfortunately.
If anyone has the Dungeon 112 web enhancement, I couldn't find it online
Nope.
anywhere. I would gladly take that one for this one to
I
get
have
better pictures of the
114, but
maps.
not 112.
Yeah, I have
Yep.
114,
Mm-hmm.
115 that we're
Yep.
coming up on.
Same here.
So, but I don't have that one. Will, and hey, Will, thanks for such a great show on Wednesday night too. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ogre Mage Sorcerer, nasty. So, yeah, this is just the entrance hall level, and you can see there's a lot of detail. We got carving details here. It goes on and on. The terrible, not just the average, but the terrible iron golem. So, oh, that's great to hear. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Great artwork too. I mean, that's a
Oh
wonderful.
yeah.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful piece of artwork right there.
Yep.
Yeah, that is awesome.
There's an ad from Troll Lords on the next page.
An
Castle and
early ad
Crusades.
from Troll Lords. Yep. Oh, the
Yep.
Castles and Crusades Player's Handbook.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Coming soon. Coming soon, but Gygax's Legendary Adventure.
Yeah.
It's cool. Okay. So that is section 1. And then they give you the map, right? First. And look, I mean, this is goes back to a great era. I'm going to fit everything I can on one piece of graph paper. Right? And look, I mean, it's like Temple of Elemental Evil style, all on one piece. All right. And this is Tomarest's hold. That's a big hold there.
Yeah.
Yep. Marcastle level 2. And gives you so also remember we talked about wandering encounters. So um, that specific, and they show you the source level, source area where they're coming from. So yep. which is neat. I don't even, what is that? I don't know what that. I don't even want to know what that is. It's big and pink.
Yeah. Huge Turg. No, I'm not sure.
Tiergs are like elven war dogs, aren't they?
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Now I
Oh, it
remember
says
too.
there's seekers here. There's seekers. Oh, no wonder Gary
Oh,
likes it so much.
okay.
You got some
Yep.
yes, you got some seekers in here. The seekers stationed in Area 25 quickly mobilized to help repel intruders. Seeker guards. Yep. So you have some Keolanders here. Are they the yeah, seekers are Keolanders, right? Eli,
Yep.
yep.
I
Eli
think so.
Tomaros,
Yep.
yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Neat. Very cool. Some brilliant stuff. Anyone in and like Gary, or if you anything pops to mind that like really is a great memory, please share it in chat, and then we can always reference it. You know, always we'd be more seekers are actually founded in Duchy Ernst have spread around the flash. What am I thinking of? Seekers. Which one am I thinking of that are in Great in Keeland? Begins with an S too, doesn't it?
Oh, hang on a second. The silent one.
Silent ones. Okay, my bad. I think it was yeah. What's his name's a seeker, correct? The wizard in Expeditions Ruins of Greyhawk, the great dragon chest guy, he's a seeker, if I recall. They're also in Keeland. Okay. The one who has the tower in Greyhawk City is a seeker as well. My brain is shut off on. All right, so there's an entire level, and we're talking about nasty 10th level characters running around here. So, all right, Tiger Animal Companions, and third edition made Animal Companions much more nasty. Yep, Eli's level, but this is only the second level, which is great. Here, all right, so here is the 15th level cleric of Yinu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And us old schoolers, clerics only get up to 7th level. Here, 8th level spells. Cook. Oof, it's nasty, nasty encounter. Uh, Eli Tomarost was out of Mordecai and Fantastic Adventure, correct? Yeah. Yep. Hmm. He wasn't specifically evil then. He didn't change that yet, right? At the beginning, and he goes evil after that. Ghost in a haunted room. So stone golems. You're going through here, and you're just the second level. You are battling all of the cursed carpet. A carpet with 256 hit points. Boy, that would drive Tim crazy. Yeah, a critical threat. Oh, that would have been cool. That guy looks like a one-eyed mojo. She's a familiar, I guess.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I never ran that. I never ran that either. And I did parts of it in Isle of the Ape, but I never ran into them in their entirety. Lots of seekers, more seeker guards. As we're going through the second level, advanced slow shadows. They're nasty. I use slow shadows all the time now. I don't know what the so I'm not sure if he's let's see if it's if it talks about him. Rel to remain here serve as his eyes and ears. So it's definitely Eli's familiar. Hmm. Rel is a unique creature from a distant realm Eli visited many, many years ago. He looks like a 2 foot tall cyclopean dwarf with an umber tint to his skin. All right, so he's sentient. He was the Cyclops from Kroll. That's funny. But this guy's 2 feet tall. So there are other. I mean, didn't Kuntz publish an entire stuff in his um, that DVD he did.
The
Oh, thanks,
DVD.
Goggett. I mean, yeah, I felt bad. I mean, it was, and we had so many penalties too, but it was 35-10. Yeah, appreciate the words though. Can you have a sentient creature as a familiar? Yes, you can. So there's special tables there, Lee, especially in old school. They get a lot of them. Uh, there's a lot of old dungeon articles. There's a creature called a magenta's cat in old school. That's a very intelligent, feline, small, but that can become your familiar too. So yes, the answer is yes. Also, Rowena is another name from Jalarzi's. Is she a pseudo dragon or fairy? She's a pseudo dragon. Yeah, absolutely. Sapient. Well, I guess maybe there's a special rule to that. I don't know. That's one of the first ones I've ever seen, but kind of cool. Oh, Raja Key, yes. So the Raja Key is the DVD, correct, Gitano? I always am hesitant about picking it up. It's like $100 or something. So that's Kunz's CD. Yep, yep. Always worried about it, but there's a lot of. So is Bottle City part of that? Because I know Alan Groy runs that a lot, and I think that's part of Bar Castle. Is that correct, Gitano? And Gary and anyone else. So I think Bottle City is part of it because I know that Alan loves that one. That was Castle Greyhawk. Oh, that was Castle Greyhawk. Sorry. See, educate me a little bit on those. Too many. I thought it was okay. It's separate. Okay, got it. So we're still in the Eli Tomer. I mean, look at the size of this Dungeon magazine article. I mean, we're still in the Eli Tomer section. Um, we're still not out of it. It's okay here. So that's the end of the Tomoros section there. Kurzet's Fane, fill the sheet. Old school, Anna, fill it up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I ain't making this with Dwarven Forge. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Let me check. Will, what's that link to? Okay, there's the El Raja Key archive. Yep, that's it. The deluxe edition's $100. Yep. Thank you for linking that. All right. We've tried to get Rob on, and just it's been a no go.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Kurzet's Fane is level 3. The overall appearance of this level suggests that the architecture is relatively new. Kurzet's Fane. So Eli came to this region 37 years ago. So it's a cult.
When is this adventure set? What year?
It's got to be 590 something. They got to do it right
85, 90, or Living Greyhawk. So it's
594.
Or 590s then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. You gotta. I may have to bear down and buy that before they're gone. All right. So there's a cult of Kurzet here. I don't know anything about the cult of Kurzet. So, but there's also a second faction. There's a tribe of Knolls, the Claws of Yinu.
Seems crowded. All these kind of real estate out like that seems to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like Temple of Elemental Evil, where you have like multiple elemental factions on
yeah.
I have over 50 folders of separate files from different adventures from RJ. Wow. So there's a lot of stuff there to mine there. It sounds like Gitano. I may just change my mind on that. That's a TLB Games. I'm gonna have to do it. I might have to finally break down and get it. Wandering Monster Encounter. So we're gonna have different. We're gonna have these two. I still don't know anything about the Cult of Kurzit. I'm gonna see if we can find out more about it here. Anna, do you know anything about it?
Nope. This
Alright,
is new to me.
yeah,
Yep.
so we know there's super high level gnolls running around here, but we don't
Yeah.
know about the Cult of Kurzit at all.
I wonder where the gnolls comes from. I just live a little enclave of gnolls imported somewhere from, or
Well,
yeah.
remember, so there's a Yinu priestess that saved, that brought back Eli Tomarez. So probably
Oh,
that's,
okay. There
yeah.
we go.
So
Yep.
yeah,
You have a connection there. Yep.
yep. So this guy, this Seeker Bard, they have a slot inside him like like an alien. Oh, that's great. That's pretty funny. All right, we're still in the null section here. Nulls, Claws of Yinu everywhere. All of 84 hit points. Can you imagine going up against? Oh my gosh, that's nasty. All right, this looks like a Kurzit person here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Dome of Initiation. Okay, so the guards are identical to Seeker guards, but I want to know more about this cult. What is their catch? This is secret congregation to follow Tomaras. All right, so it's Tomaras' fanciful religion. So Tomaras made up a religion on his own. That is what it appears to be.
Okay.
To Kurzit. So he made up a deity. He just made up one out of the blue. It looks like. May those who don masks of chaos, the elders by names transcended, darkened paths by which to guide us, lighting those that blaspheme others. That is known to save us, save one. Kurzit, Kurzit, Kurzit.
I just had a webcam
He's
malfunction here, so
bound
hang
to
on a
the
second.
tomb of the Black Heart. He's a demon lord. Okay. Thank you, Madscat.
There we go. I think it's there now.
Kerzit. It's a type 4 demon lord? Okay. Well, well, well. Oh, look at that. 3 classes. So, Shrig. It sounds like Shrig left for dead by Mordenkainen, and Shrig survived Hogg's misplaced fireball. So it looks like, but the fourth human was only reduced to negative hit points and miraculously survived. And made a all right. So she regained consciousness a day later, and well after Mordenkainen killed Tomarast and made a magical copy of the Tome of the Black Heart. She had long harbored a secret infatuation with Tomarast, and when she found his body in the chapel, she found vengeance on Mordenkainen, Bigby, Urag, and Rigby. Okay. So she's very chaotic evil. Yep. Mordenkainen's Fantastic Adventure, which is give me one sec. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I should have it. It's WG5, correct? Yep. No, it's Eyes of Evil. 2, 3. I'm looking to see if I have it on my. I know I probably have it on my machine, but I'm not sure where, and I don't want to. I was gonna see if I can pop it up real quick here. There's WG6. All right, let me check one more place, and then I'll show you the WG5. Okay, I got it. All right, here it is. This is Mordenkaine's Fantastic Adventure. Robert Kinson, Gary Gygax. Probably the best picture of Mordenkainen on the cover, right? Very nicely done. And here is, yeah. So this is the original adventure. This is all based on. Those are the ones that she swore vengeance on. All these guys, the pictures Bigby, Rigby, Mornicane, and Urag, right? Which is Gary backwards, obviously. A lot of
Yeah.
neat stuff here. Yeah, so this is the original, and look, there's that same artwork redone here. So this is the first one to Moore Castle, and you got a lot of same. There's Curzit. Okay, here's Curzit. Okay, so what did Wild Kunz from turn into Paizo for? No, I think it's a lot of it's conversions to third edition. So
Yeah.
they may have made some changes here. They may have made some changes, but they didn't want to. They wanted to keep the same spirit of the adventure. So there you go. But it may be very. But this is like I said, that's the original adventure. Okay, leave that up for the time being. Were Rigby and Bigby brothers or something? Don't think so.
No, it was just one of played by the same guy, I guess, and he just named them or something. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Gruesome Chamber. So if you can get a hold of Morning Canaans, you have a first edition version of this, but this is upped. The level of nastiness, I think, is up tremendously with third edition of this. Really, yeah. Is Morning Canaans originally? No, is it 12th level characters you're supposed to play with? Because it's not like you have your own characters. You're supposed to play those four, right? You're supposed to play Morning Cane and Rigby, Bigby, and
Okay.
yeah, and that. Yep. So Rigby dies of old age. By the way, those guys were in all sorts of crazy things, right? They in Castle Greyhawk, they captured Ayus and banished them in there, and all sorts of things. But Rigby ends up dying of old age, and then he's a priest of Bacchus, if I recall correctly, and that's in Expedition Georgia Greyhawk. The Dionysians desecrated his tomb, which is I don't know what purpose that serves other than I got you 9 to 12. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't 12 like 16 or anything. All right, here's another Type 4 Turlethane. That's a cool picture.
Yep.
So this Kurzik cult is running around here along with Claws of Yinu, and I'm assuming they both hate each other. So that's kind of cool. So there's a lot of that going on. Nabasu's, oh, they're nasty.
Yep.
The many armed creatures shown here is Kurzit, and a human protected Zeli Tomras before he gained his demonic arms. Awesome. Kurzit, whoa, 324 hit points. Yeah. So you're going to take out some demons in this. Yeah, the crews are pre-gens. Statuary, next level. Yeah, you could play your own. You're absolutely correct. But I'm filling the map, and there's nothing you can do about it. Statuary. The statuary was originally created to honor House Mar, showcasing stone statues of prominent family members. But what could go wrong? Ugh.
More Castle level 4. Yep.
In the century following the fall of House Mar, the sinister force of Id Kor slowly emerged, filling one of the level's southern chambers with a whirling vortex of blue energy. Today, the Kor spawned dozens of Marid creatures, physical manifestations of the collective memories of Mar scions. All right, that's what happens when you have souls just everywhere. They go
Yep.
wrong. So Statuary is different than the previous 3 dungeon levels in that it is open-ended. Numerous shafts, slanted corridors, and stairs lead to higher and lower levels that do not appear in this issue of Dungeon. Okay? DMs looking for a more self-contained dungeon have 2 options. In the first, no passage leads from Kurzit's Fane to the Statuary. Okay. Eli Tomarest and his companions are instead encountered in Area 41 of Tomarest's Hold. Another option is to simply seal off the entrances and exits to other levels, perhaps by modifying the Guardian Shield. Okay. The best option is to use the level as written. All right. Perhaps new levels of Mark Castle will appear in future issues of this magazine. Maybe a little bit, right? I know Gitano said there's other stuff coming up and they may add things. Gitano, if you want to elaborate, that would be great. Mark Castle works best as an endless source of encounters. Yes. It's not a crawl. You don't want to make this a dungeon crawl. Hey, Tefari's good to see you. This is a focal point, or maybe even a sidebar for your main campaign, where you go into an area or a place that is of legend to get something. Future 2 levels are in 2 more dungeons. Oh, cool. Well, we'll be going over them, Kitano, at some point. That's awesome. So they did do that. Very cool. Thank you for that update. Here are the Guardian Shields. So this is the 4th and final level written here, which sounds like a lot of energy beings that because everyone is because the Sul just don't die. They just don't want to die, right, Anna? They're just so arrogant and
I guess they're even more determined to live on than other. But I think
oh,
they're different survival strategies. The Flan had their survival strategies. They were different from the Sul, but I think they all have them. The Origians have been so successful. I don't think they've even thought about survival strategy. That just thought they were always going to rule the world, so to speak, and have in living memory done so. So
Tanner, do you have that? You said Coons had a Wizard's Walk adventure from Gen Con.
okay,
Huh. Appreciate you being on here and
yeah,
making those commentary.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Thank you.
This monster summon. Ugh, that looks disgusting. 2
Mm-hmm.
type 1s, 2 type 2s, 2 type 3s, and a type 5. I'm talking first edition speak, everyone.
Yeah.
I am always working, always prepping, or always something going on.
Yep.
Trying to. All right, so we got Juan T in here too. Ugh. Oh, just a lich. I'm a lich, and I'm okay. Ugh. Cool. Prismatic Spray, one of my favorite spells. The Evil Face. Hey, that could be where he got the name from. He just don't know from Eleanor the movie, the song. Yeah. All right. So the evil face is a construct. These evil face things, they remind me of a Doctor Who's the end of the Five Doctors. That's what it reminds me of. Interesting.
I love some of the names in here.
Yeah.
Ale Talk and there's some that's another lich. Ale Talk, male human lich, sorcerer 14 on page 76. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's just throw a lich in it while we're at it, right?
Exactly. It's Greyhawk, so we have to throw a lich or two in there. But there is an awesome illustration on page. I think we just passed it a few
What page?
pages ago. Page 71.
Okay. Go
Yeah,
back.
there is an
I
awesome
go back.
yeah, there is a fantastic illustration of a lich. I love the crown he has on top.
Oh, there
That
you go.
one. Yeah. Maybe that's that guy. I'm not sure.
It probably is.
I think so. More than one lich per level is a little bit to overdo it. So that's to stretch it a bit. Yeah. Ale talk. Yeah.
Ooh. I think my group sure got that one in that adventure. Hey, Brune Brass Axe, nice name. All right, so we continue on down here. We get through the evil face. We went by Ethel's fountain. This is just man. You get through the Kurzik clan and Eli Tomras, and you come up at this next level, and you're like, these idiotic Sul just won't die, right? And you're like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I can't let them get get more and more powerful. We gotta deal with them. It's just like, oh. And look, so this is talking about the greater halls delving deeper, but now we know there's two more levels, as Katano says, in future dungeons, which we will get to. So, yep. Any lady liches? That's a good point. We had that one on named undead in Legends of Lore. I don't remember. Ugh, excuse me. Two-headed giant. Cold coffee. Ugh. So
That's
so Eli. So the wall of colorless fire. Eli's finally all the way up here. Although the pair think they've kept their allegiance world large secret from Eli. All right. So there he is, 17th level. Ugh. Or Death Knight's Lich variants. No. Death Knights are separate. They're on their own. All right, so there he is. I've got those demonic hands and stuff.
yeah.
Oh my! You broke my sword. Hey, Amy. I like that pic too. That's a
Hello.
good picture.
Yeah.
Neat. Nornook. I'm just hanging out a rogue in here. Vlarda. I guess he's got some minions here. If the PCs kill Eli, it's only a matter of time before one of his allies has him resurrected. Well, that's good. With several campaign sessions before introducing an agent in Tomaras employed to vex the player characters. Eli takes his murder seriously and brings the full weight of his allies in the Seekers. Oh.
Mhm.
Bad guys just never die. They don't go away easily. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Here's more delving deeper. There's a mummy lord. Deep, deep, deep. Oh, that's a cool pick too.
Yeah. And here
Wow.
comes one of the, yeah. I wonder who that is. Is that, oh, that's
That's
Alpha
it's
Bane.
probably this necromancer. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Third edition. Staff of Shadow Maiming. That doesn't sound good.
No, it's sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at this. Morid Troll Ranger. More Morids. Morid
hmm
Death. I mean, and they each have almost 200 hit points each. This is just like crazy times.
Yep.
Wow. And this guy looks.
Dust of Dullness. Yep. It's
Oh,
magic items on the next page there. Yep.
it's crazy.
His
Excuse
stat
me.
block is like 3 pages, so yep.
Oh my gosh. And I can't read that, unfortunately. Can't read that. That's probably they must find that.
Second the retreat, fifth old dungeon and chamber of antiquities, antiquities.
Yeah, use it. I need to use something. My
Oh, we
old
can
man
always
eyes.
go and get the physical copy. I can get the physical copy from shelves somewhere
So
if I
here it
need to.
says, by the time the PCs finish the statuary level or more castle, they should have at least advanced to
It's
16th
a
or
minor
perhaps
artifact, the shadow of shadow maiming,
you
the staff
froze.
of shadow
You have
maiming.
frozen. Now I'm wondering if it's me or you on my end. There we
Oh,
go. There we go. I'm not
okay.
sure if it was my end or your
It
end, but
was my end.
okay.
Apparently, it said my internet connection is
Okay.
unstable,
All
but
right.
yeah,
Well,
so
that's
it
actually
froze.
good. I just want to make sure that I'm not crashing at any
Yeah,
point.
no, you don't crash. It was me. Yeah,
Okay.
I think at least I got a message in Zoom for once that it was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But that staff of shadow maiming is a minor artifact. That's really cool.
there's a lot of stuff. So you end up if anyone survives, they doubtless harbor deep resentment, and then they come after you like all baddies do. Yeah. So wow. All right. The scythe of Yino is an intelligent catechil plus 3 unholy dancing scythe. So there's a lot of nastiness in this whole thing. 4 levels, and there's going to be 2 more in future dungeons. So here's the Dust of Dullness, Silver Key of Portals, Pendant of Invisibility. Yep, and here's the minor artifact. It's a +3 Undead Bane, Ghost Touch. Yeah. Alfelbame's Gems, minor artifact, Sword of the Ebon Flame. That sounds, yeah. There's a lot of minor artifacts in here. Holy jeez. Here's the
Yep.
Tome of the Black Heart.
It's third edition. Not only hit points, they had artifacts too. It's like demigods in old school. Yeah.
So here's the history. It says it was written by several evil magi, save that they dwelt near the Valley of the Mage, but no details on it, on like who they were. And then the tome slipped from the waves of dread for a time, only to be located by Tome Rest in a curio shop in the city of Greyhawk. Wow. Can you imagine? Hey, George, good to see you. All right.
Hello.
Cool. And there's a picture of it. Ah, they should
Yep.
have made it look. I guess it's nondescript, but it would have been cool if it was a little
This is
faster.
before Midjourney. Yep. If you had Midjourney, it
That
would
was
look
awesome.
fabulous. Yep.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that Midjourney can do really well.
Yep.
It's magical tomes.
And
Yep.
look, so the entire. Now we're gonna have some new monsters. Demon, here's Kurzit. Yeah, here
Yes.
they come.
Oh, it's an awesome one.
Ew.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah,
He's got like Demogorgon tentacles.
Oh, you on the set? Go to the page before. You missed the page.
Yep.
That's the one. Yeah, he looks really cool.
Cold Chillin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nasty. Okay. And there in third edition Kurzit. Kind of looks like almost like Null like a little bit too. Is it all right? So yeah, unique. Nabasu. Okay, Nabasu are in or old school. Larval and regular Nabasu. There's no picks, are there? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a hetfish. It's not a Nabasu. Very cool. The undead, yes. And it's got the undead goats. The Marids, the Marids, which are like Soul energy forces.
Yeah, I can tell more about the goats from our adventure today. Oh,
that looks like a Shimera, a special one, but
yeah,
that's a Shushuva right there.
Larval Nabasu. Ooh, that is cool.
There's a lot of great stuff you could just throw in here against.
I was just going to say yes.
Yes, giving Anna more ideas. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I need more ideas.
Slow shadows. Yeah. I love slow shadows and use them right now. Tirg, there you go. Tirgs first appear in from the ashes. I think they're good. They're always neutral. Okay. That's it. So notice everything in this entire dungeon was dedicated to the wonderful world of Mark Castle. So
yep.
If you can get a copy of this, get a copy. Right? Neat stuff. Greyhawk as it's going to get from the original creators. Okay. Now let me see if I got to do this. This go here. This go here. Oh, so far, so good. Alrighty. That was now that was where we're supposed to get to last week, and we just didn't. So I didn't push too far ahead.
Yeah, this was yeah.
Yeah, because it just and look where we are in time wise. We've already done an hour 15 on this already, which is cool. So we go to let's go now to we go to 113. So I only got 2 to go. Knowing how far we would get. So back to Eberron stuff on 113.
Okay. Yeah.
Now it also says plus Forgotten Realms, Living Greyhawk, Adventure Pass. So we're going to get, I think, the last of the Shackled City in this. Yep. Yep. And that's so more Eberron. If you're into Eberron, this is another cool event article for you. Yes. I don't have hard copies of Judgment regulated. Yep, absolutely. 100%. All right, so Queen with the Burning Eyes. That's Sharn. That's Eberron. Yep. Okay. So always Queen with the Burning Eyes. We'll skip. That's Eberron. Nice picture. We'll just go right
Yeah.
through Eberron. Eberron's going to be hard to convert into a Greyhawk adventure. It's not like Forgotten Realms, but that's all right. So a lot of people love Eberron. That's cool artwork. Let me close this up. 1, 2. There
Yeah.
we go. All right. Practical Magic. This one's Forgotten Realms. Do not run it. Like Jason
Oh,
Nelson
Jason
says.
Nelson. Yeah. Legendary games. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He's awesome guy. Yeah.
I've never met him.
I met him many times at PaizoCon and Gen Con and stuff. He's a great guy. Yeah,
Awesome.
runs a really good business. Yep.
Very, very cool.
Yep.
So there you go. If I run something, I'll tell you what I did with it in Greyhawk if I remember. But this whole day of discussions, I didn't run any of these in my campaign. So,
but it's an interesting title, Practical Magic.
Yep. It's level 6 to 10. Clerics, Paladins, other classes that can turn or destroy undead should be especially helpful. That's good to know.
Yeah. And Marsember, it's an interesting. I get a little Sasserine vibe when I see like a little Venice-like thing, or
yeah, that one is definitely. It's almost like outside of where they're making all those islands that aren't.
It's kind of cool, and it can make sense from a defense standpoint too.
Aquatic elf. I had 4 aquatic elves underwater backstab some of the characters on Thursday night. Used some nasty ones. All right, so this is a Forgotten Realms adventure. Yeah, it'd be like the Jersey Shore there, Dale. Now this next one, I want to see how if any of you old schoolers think the way I think. This is like an awesome, the Red Dragon and stuff. This is the Cauldron. This is the Cauldron Eventual Foundation of Flame. I think it's the 8th adventure. I think I'm not sure if it's the last one. Tell me what this reminds you of all the people fleeing. Let's see if you're on the same wavelength as I am on this picture. I love the artwork here.
I'm thinking The Hobbit and Lake Town and
no, music. Think music.
Music.
Yes.
I'm not into. Okay.
Pompeii. Yeah. I was thinking of a music, the inside cover of a music, where all the people were fleeing. So I guess my brain went right there. With the yes, Curtis got it. The Queen one with the big automaton reaching down. Oh my God, Curtis! Man, we do think alike. Yep, you're dead on, Curtis.
Yep.
Yes, good job. Wow.
See, Curtis, I won the trivia for tonight. Yep.
Yes. The creepy robot. Yeah. Grabbing. Yeah, absolutely. Damn. All right. So this is what levels does it say? 11 plus. This is found 8th adventure in the Shackled City adventure path. Once again, we don't. We're both nuts. Once again, we don't think any of us have run this. But this is in the hardback book as well, and we're talking about high level as we get. And I'm not sure if there's 8 or 10 in the Shackled City series, but we're getting up there in that. So Zub is the artist on those. Oh, Is that a mean lock? No, it's a
Yeah.
Darrow. It's Darrow.
Oh yeah, but he looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Teferi's absolutely. All right, so we got. It looks like Cauldron gets attacked by I guess that red dragon.
Oh yes, it's a red dragon that lives up not far from it. So yeah.
Yeah. What are the lines for? Is that escape routes?
and it yeah, and
Oh
it's
my gosh.
inside a volcano. So what
Yeah.
they expecting? So yeah.
I would just skip. See, that would be me. I'd skip right to this one and run this one for high level
You would
characters.
just go to the
Yeah,
dragon
I don't need to
attacking
do any of the
town
other stuff.
and blow it up. Yeah.
Angry Elemental. So we got some super high level stuff. Now, once again, when this is written at this time, this is generically placed, and then they retcon it back into Greyhawk. It's really not
Oh yeah.
based. There are deities here that are Greyhawk deities, but it's not that area on the map is not placed uh,
No, they place it afterwards.
until
So yeah.
Savage Tide comes out. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yep. They
Yeah.
shoehorned
Chris
it
West
in.
maps are good too.
Yep. There are.
Yeah, that's a Demodon.
Hook face is the dragon.
Oh, it's Hookface is the name of the
Yep.
dragon?
Yep.
Morkoth. Morkoths are nasty. Oh, here's Hookface.
Yep.
Mature adult red dragon. Only 312 hit points. There's our.
Yeah, he's a meager dragon. He's not much to brag about. Yep.
That's awesome. Foundation Flame concludes as the PC successfully evacuate Cauldron and defeat Hookface.
Yep.
Oh, they have to evacuate the entire city.
Yeah, I think that's the bit difficult part. Not killing the dragon with 300 something hit points.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
getting people out before he kills them. I think that's the idea.
Lexfels, it's not in the jungle. Here, I'll go back to it one more time.
Well, it's down in the Medio, so it's a lot of jungle around there. So,
yeah, but there's mountains here too.
It's up in the mountain. Yeah, it's up in the mountain. So it's a volcano up in the mountain. So yeah.
There you go. Nasty. Right there. Hookface's lair is here. Yep. Okay. Making sure I hit the right button. Boom. Okay. Let me make this a little bigger. I think there's something else in here. All right. This is big to me.
Yes.
When this came out, once again, this is Rick LaRue. I was like, "Oh, cool! Someone else is doing Shieldland stuff, right?" And this is during Living Greyhawk. Now, remember, I didn't pay any attention to Living Greyhawk at all. We're running our own campaign at this time, but this came out and they made a prestige class. Now we already had our knight class, our knights from ripping off the Knights of Islam and making that knight class up. And then I looked at this and I'm like, they made a prestige class. I can back convert it to a D&D class. And you've seen these pictures. I've used these pictures a lot. There's Lady Katarina, Incasia. I actually have these 5 characters in my campaign from here, right? And then there's Arthur.
Jakatai, yeah.
Yeah, he went a little crazy. But their stats are here. Their stats, Paladin, Knight of the Holy Shielding. So it talks about the actual knighthood and where it is at this point. And here are their special abilities. So from this here, right, and here's the code, all about knighthood. Once again, another little blip into Vours Our Blood or Run for Your yes. From this, we have Knight of Ulick, Knight of the Heart, and then we made our 3rd knight class. And I have it in my book, but I'm looking to see if I can just pop one up here real quick. Here we go. My Knight of the Holy Shielding. All right. And that was because of this article. I'm like, we play here. We're going to make a knight class up and, experience level, special abilities, pre-spells, so there you go. and that was because of this article here. I'm like, "Man, this is a great idea," because it really talked about it talked about some things that were going on in the campaign at this time, and this is um, post from the ashes, and we're post from the ashes. I'm like, oh, okay. So they have these nights, and we have the book Bastion of Faith, which is here too with a Heronius priest.
Hmm.
So I got all
Yeah.
I need. Yep, got done dirty exactly. Okay. Oh, Norker, absolutely, but we didn't have him completely wiped out. So, and Anna has a little bit of a different way she went with
Hmm.
things, with
Yeah.
Katarina being a dragon, and I have her as a human still. But that's the great thing about having your own campaigns, right? You go and you have fun with it, and Shieldlands is a fun place.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a cool kind of little bit of a
mhm.
Wild West out there away from stuff that you can do. You can do things with. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So note that this is in 113, and it's a great article. And remember, we just saw the Harby Paul Luby one, which is
Hmm.
also Living Greyhawk. So there's a lot of the good Living Greyhawk stuff comes out and is being showed in the Dungeon Magazine articles, which is cool. And that's the end
Well,
of
they have the
number.
Code of the Knighthood there too. So yeah.
Yep, they have the Code of the Knighthood right here. Valor is
Yeah.
our blood. We uphold the law. Protect what is right. Yep. So so next, the last one for the night. It's Gary's time. I have the web enhancement too. Now, we did an entire Legends and Lore on the Isle of Dread. This is the Isle of Dread official retcon. This is the Isle of Dread official retcon into Greyhawk. So, note that this, and we also have a great adventure here coming up first. Let's do that first. So, Mad God's Key. You know what? I think I ran that, and I forgot to check. I think I ran this. This is the one so this is Jason Bowman. Jason's been on the show a couple times. Now this is
What,
weird. My
14?
PDF here is half black and white. It goes back and forth between black and white color, and I can't figure out why.
There's some PDFs are
Yeah.
not no, and it might be the reader too. So yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is a low level. Cool. It would be cool if it was in color here, but it's so Mad Guide's Key. Low level adventures. First level characters starts in Greyhawk City. All right. It's an official Living Greyhawk event. Yep. You got some ship-based combat here too, which is cool. Yeah. I like what they're doing here. They're putting out an introduction to Living Greyhawk here as to what's going on. There's connections to Zagig here and Castle Greyhawk, and the PCs become involved when they run across Theldrat's business being pillaged by a pair of street thugs, and then it starts out and it just things escalate like usual. But it's a cool look. You got a lot of locations that are in the VC box set. Here's Barge End, which is there. So I the Green Dagger Gang. That's new. The Green Dagger Gang is not
Hmm.
part of the original Greyhawk box set. And there, Looted Locksmith. Okay, thank you, Langscath. See, core year 4. So this is year 4. Cool.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
2004. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Core. There we go. Now it goes back to color. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really strange. A core special. It's first level, which is cool. The Green Dagger Gang, located in Greyhawk's River Quarter. This is new. This is new. This is new, not published in the box set. rundown two-story merchant house. So, and that's River Quarter. So we got a new group of thugs, which is I like that. New as of the writing of this. Always any content you can add, like all Malden stuff to Greyhawk is a home run. So this is something else. And there you got you got the hideout, which is you got underground connection. Cool. First level, first level characters. It's living Greyhawk, but there's no reason you can't run this in a regular Greyhawk campaign. None at all. And look, this is not a short hop, skip, and a jump adventure. This has got a whole lot of detail in it. As you can see, the Great Library of Greyhawk, the Temple of Bakhut, the Stone Pendant. You're going to be going all over the place. And this is the map I showed in the prelude, in the ads, was the Tomb of Blood Ever Flowing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It sounds like a place for a blood ooze.
Yeah, and it's got to be in the cairn. It looks like it's in the cairn Hills somewhere.
There's some in the hill at least. Yeah.
So Anna,
yeah.
This isn't placed map? I don't know if it's specific to where it is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Have to take a look if we can figure out exactly where this
Yeah,
is.
if we have a general location of it.
I didn't see a map anywhere on here. Blessed
No,
One, Owlbear Skeleton. Scaling the adventure.
I go to the beginning of it because that's where you usually
He finds them. All right, so the Mad God's key has lost its power. Right. Yep.
Adventure background.
I don't know if it says specifically.
Within the city of Greyhawk.
Right, but where that is outside the city. 3-column text.
Adventure summary. Here we go. Within Cairn Hills. So yeah.
Yeah, but not so. Yeah.
Yeah.
No need to place it because it's not specific.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I put that in.
All right. So very next, you're going to see someone's name who's watching in chat right now. Don't get too excited. Just kidding. The Isle of Dread by Gary Holian. Exploring the Isle of Dread. There we go, Gary. You're stepping away. No. Exploring the Isle of Dread. So, let's see if we specifically in this article it says how this is a reimagining of the classic Puffet Smedger. I made him motion sick right before his article came up. So, by David Cook and Tom Mulvey, it replaces the legendary Isle of Dread in the default D&D setting, the world of Greyhawk, but it can easily be adopted to another world. So Gary's grabbing this with Eric's approval and placing it. Yes, this is the Isle with the dinosaurs.
Yep.
Now, here is I guess I showed earlier, here is my version of this dungeon. It says Isle of Dread poster map inside. And I have not taken that map out yet. It's still inside. Right there. Now, if we go to, and this is where these web enhancements come in handy. And I'll show you. That's why, they're hard to find sometimes. Paizo was genius by doing this. I guess it took a lot of extra time. Look at how nice and crisp all the pictures are. This is Mad Guy's Key.
Yeah.
And all the maps are right here, right? And then we come to this Torrents of Dread. This is Greg Vaughn. We haven't gotten to that yet, but there's that's the inside. This is the map from the inside.
Yep.
That's the Isle of Dread map. Yep. Yes, Duo. It did. It did. It had the one where you where Cauldron is abandoned. Yeah, with Hookface. You all right there, Gary? We're on your article here. So, and you got your torn from the pages of a ship captain's log, talking about, and this is the captain, the captain that did the entire circumference, right? Now I prepped myself. I took the old Legends and Lore 92 and just copied that folder into this folder so we can talk about this fifth voyage. right here.
Oh yeah, that's Mike Bridges' wonderful map when
Right,
he
and
covered
here we
that.
go. And
Yeah.
this is that's the article pairs with Torrents of Dread. Yep, and that's Greg Vaughn. I gotta get Greg on. Gotta get Greg on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here is, so if we look here, for those of you who are like asking questions, here is Sassarine. Okay. Up here is Sea Princes. And look, the Isle of Dread is as far away as like the furthest thing from anything in the regular Greyhawk. All right. Scuttle Cove is right here. All right. So in Monoland, the entire continent, you can see most of it there. So it is a haul to the Isle of Dread. Far Shore is one of the islands south of the Isle of Dread here. All right. So, all right. Let's go back to the article here as we're going through these dungeons, because this is the last one we got tonight.
Yep.
So this is a lot of the Gary. This is all the quotations of that trek, if I recall correctly, and basically placing. This is the story of how you're placing Isle of Dread in Greyhawk, which I like. No, this is not. This is not an adventure. This is Gary's article showing exploring the Isle of Dread. So this is that story of the voyage to the Isle of Dread, and that hence taking it from an expert X1 and placing it in the world of Greyhawk instead of it generically being placed. So, and here you go with all the legends in the Densec Gulf. Yep. Is a reimagined captain's log similar to the one included in the original. Except it goes into Greyhawk. It makes it a Greyhawk type, which is cool.
Yeah.
Here's Copris worship. Yep. Demogorgon. The Copris were constantly at war with other aquatic races. Yep. And their enemies are Zigzactyl. It's a pocket plane. Ooh. Oh, there we go. T-Rex. Where's John at Blue Box? But this is cool though, Anna. You know, because it's so far
Yeah.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yes. And if you want a discussion on all things Isle of Dread, including this and how, yeah, including this guide that was made.
Yeah, he
Legends
made
and
that one like
Yep.
a year ago or something. It's fairly recently made, I think.
Yep. Legends and Lore 92 is the Legends and Lore we did on the
Yeah.
Isle of Dread. Legends and
Mm-hmm.
Lore 92. Yep, you liked adding. There's Olmec standing stones with Olmec. Like I said, there's some great stuff in here. And then you have a Gazetteer of the Isle, and here's all your random monster encounters of what's on the Isle of Dread. Island encounters. Lots of lots of dinosaurs. So then then you talk about some of the things that are on the Isle of Dread. Yeah, Isle of the Apes, a demiplane. Isle of Dread is an actual isle. It is, like you said, it is far away. Tar Pits Plateau, Village of Mantru. So Gary goes over a lot of the areas that are in the adventure, and then there's a whole sub. Let's see if I have it. So Gallus Morga beneath, right? I think I'm remembering from '92. Isle of Dread was expert, so it was what 4th, 5th, and 6th X1. It was not that high level because the expert series, basics 1, 2, and 3, and experts 4, 5, and 6 is that I
Ah,
believe.
yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
the blue box. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the Isle of Dread will return. Well, it did. It did. It did
Mm-hmm.
about when we did. So we're on Legends Lore 180, and then we did that in number 92. So that's 2 years ago.
Now we can just look back at the earliest one and just
4 to
redo
14.
the same
Okay.
ones.
Yeah. Now this is an adventure. Torrents of Dread. This is an adventure by Greg Vaughn.
Hmm.
All right. And this is for higher level, 6 to 12, than the lower. X1's 3 to 7. Thank you. That's what I thought. I thought it was 3 to 5, 3 to 6. 4 6 level characters. So this is an actual Isle of Dread adventure you can run separate if you have the module, the Isle of Dread X1. You can, and here's the original. Okay. Or this is the later version. I mean, it's just a cover change. That's all. Okay, X1. Right. Yep. Let me see what else. I have some of this. I have like here's on our map. I'm gonna, is this one of Troy's earlier maps?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like I said, I still have the stuff from this Legend lore, and there's Isle of Dread, and this is like reimagined where the Isle of Ape may be, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
way south. So okay, so that's where it was,
Oh,
and then
cool.
it got
Okay.
pulled
Hmm.
out. Oh, thank you. Neat. I'm trying to see what else I have here. I've gone through most of this stuff here. So, Gary, is there a link to this still in Cannon Fire? Is there a link to this guide on Cannon Fire still? So, just note that Gary made a guide to the Isle of Dread. It was done March 2021, so year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And here it is, going through a lot of stuff. There's the dungeon we're doing now, talking about now. There's that map from Mike Bridges. Here's the voyage map we were talking about. Ha ha ha! Gilligan's Island is much safer than the Isle of Dread. That's why it's Dread. Isle of Dread is nasty. And then we have some other cool stuff here. So note, I don't know if this is readily available, this PDF. Um, what's cool here is like a timeline of the Isle of Dread here. There's a lot of great stuff in this booklet. And then linking in the Savage Tide Adventure Path, which we will get to. No, that was never put, I don't think, in the dungeons. Only Age of Worms was, but we'll get to that too. And there's another Greg Vaughn. So right, okay, and that's that. So let's go to this. Oh, nice, thank you. Warlock's Walk was updated for 3.5 in the Journal 23. Well, thank you. Cabal of Copris recently discovered a swath of ancient ruins on the Sea of Floor near Isle of Dread. So this is an underwater adventure, or water-based village of Mora. All right, so here's the map of the village. I guess communal farming, Anna, looks like.
Yeah. Hmm. Yep.
Sea Turtle Clan. So 6th level adventure with a lot of, and here's the Pyramid of Mora. So you have an actual that Piccolo Cthulian, a little bit. Zombies, skeletons. You have an adventure here that is meant to supplement or enhance another location on the Isle instead of, because the Isle's huge,
Hmm.
right? I don't know what the square miles of it are, but it's got to be 1,000, right? Is it close
Oh
to that?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's more than it's kind of oddly shaped, but it's way over
yeah.
1,000. I think it's
So
probably closer to three,
here's your
4,000.
catacombs for the adventure. Once again,
Yeah.
it's back into color again. A tendriculus, that's nasty. I guess that's it. Hidden Ones, Chamber of the Boar Clan, Roots and Limbs. So this one goes on a ways, and is this the only, Gary? Is this the only published adventure you know of outside of the X1 that is written specifically for Isle of Dread. It's pretty cool that it is. All right, so you got a Zombie Master in here. That's cool. I remember Zombie Masters were great. Magic the Gathering cards in those days, early days, enhancing all your zombies with them. 10,000 square miles. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to put it up. This is on Cannon Fire. Thank you, BB. Really appreciate that. You can get this off of the Cannon Fire site. That is still available. There it is. Thank you for doing that. All right. That PDF I had of the Isle of Dread that Gary wrote and we did on Legendary 92 is still available. That is awesome on the Cannon Fire site. Minotaur Skeleton. So you got to stop the Copris Ritual that appears. We got to get Greg Vaughn on, Anna. I'm going to really push to get him on. He's done so much. Copris. The village of Mora can serve as a safe harbor from which the PCs can base future expeditions into the Isle of Dread. Now, by the way, I know there's Far Shore Adventures. There's a series of Far Shore Adventures a couple of people did. I have 2 of them. But I don't know about specific into the Isle of Dread. Isn't it cool? Other Savage Tide segments take place 3 or 4 of them in later dungeons. Okay. 3 or 4 of them in later dungeons. All right, cool. That's awesome. It's remote and it's a cool thing. I think. All right. Here comes part 9 of Cauldron's Adventure Path. So this is the next one. Chris Thomason, and we'll call it a night here. Dungeon 16th, 17th, 18th level characters. This is the 9th part in the Adventure Path. Wow. All right, Adventure Path Part 9. Scan through this real quick. This is after Cauldron was evacuated. Once again, we know a ton of people that have run Isle of Dread, but no one has done adventures 3 through 9 in this series. Is that Hookface? Or is that another Molten Wing? That's another dragon. Molten Wing. Fiery Sanctum. Demodon, Torture Tabor. What is Molten Wing? What does that say? Gareth, it must be his real name. Male mature adult pyroclastic dragon.
Oh.
Like a volcanic flow dragon. That's pretty neat. Huh. Oh, look at that. An assassin of Nerol. I love assassins. I will wait. I will hold off. Patrick, thank you. That's really kind of you, and I will make sure that the crew's here when I open it. Thank you so very much. That is awesome. All right. Time constraints here, but you can see we're getting super high level here, Anna.
Oh yeah, this is really
and you thought Hookface was a problem. It's even nastier.
Way to
Mind Bite. That is a potent weapon. It's not an evil weapon. That's got to be the Demodon. Look, he's got a little mini Demodon sticking out of his head.
Yeah.
Gross.
+4 defending Guisarm, a potent weapon. Okay, yeah.
I love Guisarm. Guisarm Fulge? Is that the Guisarm? Oh, Guisarm has a dry voice.
It's a Guisarm, yeah.
Guisarm. Something eruption.
Yeah, it's the cauldron blows up into smithereens at the end of the campaign.
Wait a minute. So you go through the whole campaign and Cauldron blows
up. That's why
up.
you should say, yeah, that's why you have to save all the city, all the inhabitants of Cauldron, because before it blows up. Yeah. And attack. Yeah.
Wait, Duo Maxwell, you did this? 2.5 years. We were looking for someone who ran this, and no
Oh,
one,
wow.
no one had run past Adventure 2. And you said you did all these. Wow. And I can't
Yeah.
believe they clobbered that dragon when they ran for them. Wow. That's awesome because
Hmm.
no one that we have discussed has
Yeah, I
run it.
didn't do it.
All right.
Yeah.
2.5 years. I mean, basically, these are all sandboxes for the most part. You're in the
Hmm.
city and you can do whatever you want, going through, which is neat. All right. From the ashes. All right, starting a new adventure. This is some advice from Monty Cook, a legend, Monty Cook
Yeah.
Games. So that's a cool thing there. And let's see what else we got here. There's layers with flair. All right, this is a lot of how-tos and assistance at this point. Spice up your travel. So this could be a good. Oh, here we go. Critical threat. La Siverin the Dark, who I
Always
think is
cool.
an original Fiend, is in the original Rogues Gallery. This is a Rogues Gallery character redone.
Ah,
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome to hear. So, of all the figures antedating the Greyhawk Wars, few are as mysterious as the
Yeah.
Silver in the Dark. His obscurity is intentional for a ruthless assassin. Yep. One of the best NPCs from Greyhawk. Rogues Gallery was first. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So we got Robert Schwab, based on a character created by Alan Hammock. Two legends of the game. Now, Rogue Fighter Assassin. All right, it's third edition. He has a ring of flying. Um, he can make himself invisible. He has a he has two of them. Short sword of life stealing and a defender. So he's a nasty
Not
character.
bad. Yeah.
Yep. And it gives you some background history here. He evaded many attempts by the Scarlet Brotherhood to kill him, so I kind of like him. Avoided capture. Look at this. This is even better. Avoided capture by Bladestorm, who's in my campaign, the headhunter of the Church of Tritharion. So that's cool.
Hmm.
Murdered several high-ranking officials during the escalation leading to the Greyhawk Wars. His his time as a maverick killer ended when Turin Deathstalker prevented his assassination of Nerith Gazgul. The Severin spent the remainder of the decade in Greyhawk prison, forgotten while his network continued to operate. He escaped in 587. Nice. So there you go. A an updated character.
Yeah.
It's a neat thing. Yep. And he's been all over the place.
Yeah.
He was in
Hmm.
the Horn Society, Bandit Kingdoms, all over.
Yeah.
So, and that will end the night on Greyhawk as we get through this. We get through both Isle of Dread and some great stuff.
And more
Um,
castle.
yes, and more Castle. Now, I want to say this: next time that we do this, which may be as early as Saturday because we don't have a special guest, this dungeon comes up. Gary, the 30 greatest is coming.
See, there is like cool ones every time now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. So we're getting there and I'm going to curse myself and say we've not crashed yet. So yay!
Good. You have a new computer, so it should work. Yep.
So let me go back to the main screen here. Oh, there's the wrong button. There was
Okay.
the wrong button tonight.
Yeah.
Loved
Hmm.
you guys going through done. Yeah, and I'm dark. My screen's dark. I'm here. So
Wrong button.
yeah,
Yep.
wrong button that time by a lot. Whoops, didn't want to do that. There we go. Okay, we're good. So yes. Anna, what are your thoughts on tonight? Some pretty
Oh
wonderful
yeah, this
stuff.
was so a lot of awesome stuff. I've been taking notes and I have like five or six map notes and a bunch of other stuff. So this was very, very productive for me. Yep.
That's fantastic. It's great to
Mhm.
hear.
Yep.
It was definitely a fun discussion tonight because just with the Isle of Dread and with Mark Castle, and we're talking about
We have the
ungot.
Shield Lands and Cauldron
Yeah,
and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yep.
a lot of wonderful content tonight,
Yep. Found
and
some
just
cool new demons and that were old demons that were kind of forgotten that I forgot. So that's so cool.
yes, a lot of wonderful possibilities
Yep,
for everyone
definitely.
on this. So, all right, Anna, what's going on with
Well,
you?
we had a game session that we were supposed to stream. I think I found out what going wrong with the stream. So I'm going to do some tests this week, and I think I'm onto something. So we can figure out what it was
Okay.
that made it. So I'm sorry everyone who won't show up, but it didn't work to stream it. We played it though, and we actually burned up a whole lot of zombie goats and a
Nice.
couple of characters almost died when they burned zombie goats. I never thought zombie goats were burned that well, but they did. So now we can put that to the story of a whole horde of zombie goats ran through a fire and they were trying to burn down a big wooden door, and the zombie goats stormed through it afterwards when they burned it down. So they kind of burn, and the zombie goats turn to these gooey kind of leftovers when they die. Can you imagine what happens when they burn? Yeah. So that was like a big tar pit. So that was almost killed one of the characters. It was very close. So it's so that's what we done today in the game, and then this week will be the first new kind of real work week with the new computer. So I'm plan to do a bunch of renders. So I will render out. I'm going to work more on Altamira to kind of finish out the terrain. So we have a 64K area terrain. So there will be some
Nice.
more days to yeah. So we have the whole area that I worked on the mapping live stream. So that will take a couple of days to flesh out that area and then do the big render at the end. In the meantime, I will do some small renders of shield lands over like in intermittence here, so to speak, back and forth during the week. Otherwise, there will be a deep dive into or getting the index of the 598 Atlas up and running properly, so to speak. So that will be the majority of hours this week will be spent on indexing stuff, and then some heraldry and some other stuff. I have some other write-ups and stuff for the campaign to post. So yeah, so it will be I hope a good week. I hope it will be a good week. Yep.
That's awesome. So,
Yep.
not to brag, everyone, but I'm down to 8 days of work left for the year. Okay, so yeah, but these next 2 weeks are going to be hell. I got to travel down to DC tomorrow, and I'm
Uh-oh.
down there for 2 days, and I had to prep everything for this week already. And I'm like, I said this yesterday on Discord to Anna and Mike. I'm like, I'm just making a topic up for Wednesday, and hope you like it because I just don't have any time.
Yep.
Plus, with the new machine here, I had to get
I was just going to say, just
yeah.
getting a new machine was enough to
Oh,
bog me down for over a week. But
yeah.
but you are working as well, so I
Yeah,
don't have any
so
excuses. So yeah.
it's a lot, but that's okay. And by the way, I know I saw some chat in Cannon Fire before we came on for some new people who may were interested in your maps in 598. So
Okay.
join on this Patreon, please, and stay there. Please go
Thank
on
you.
for
Yep.
multiple
Yep.
weeks, please. So that would be great. Um, yeah. Uh, and then the week after, so I work 2 days down in DC, Baltimore, 3 days of regular work. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Texas, flying into
Wow, you
Austin.
all over the place,
Yeah,
literally.
Temple,
Yeah.
Texas, our corporate headquarters, and then I'm done for the year. A week from Wednesday on the 14th, I'm done until January 4th or whatever it is. So, you're Sagat. You are so close, boy. Great minds think alike. You're going to see in a second. All right. Wow, that was pretty impressive. So this is what's going on. This is 4 streams next week. We're going to do a Greyhawk Adventures and Modules Q&A, a community thing, Saga. There you go. So what we're going to do is ask some questions. Pick, I don't care, temple. Pick ghost tower. Like what happens if you get Wave and Whelm out of right
Yeah,
White
we
Plume
ideas and
Mountain?
stuff. Yep.
Ask the questions. So questions you always wanted to know, like the Giants. They seem pretty stupid in the G series. Like, what do you do to not make them that way?
Mhm.
Whatever you want. Yeah, I have a company car. I do a lot of driving. Um, So, but that it's going to be a question and answer. And if you want to go outside the adventure modules, that's fine. But the three of us are going to do that. That way, I don't have to prepare that much being away for a couple of days. So, yes, a coconut laden Thrommel 0 because he's undead. So there you go. Yeah, it's already been mentioned twice here. So now let's see
Oh,
if I
we
can.
have had Thrummel jokes
Um,
today. I thought we didn't have them today until now,
yeah,
but yep,
so that
it's
is
just
uh,
yeah, that's a
that is
standing
Wednesday.
joke. It
Yeah,
yep,
getting my balls busted.
yeah, and what about Thursday?
Thursday night we continue our wonderful adventure, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing in Hardby, in the wonderful area of Blue Bay. As you saw on the map, we had some. Uh, I threw kelpies at them. I had the crews were just falling off the edge of the boat, being charmed and drowning. It was fun, and that fight is they're right in the middle of a big fight, and that's we'll finish that up with my normal crew on Thursday. I don't have any update. I haven't taken any terrain maps of that yet, new ones. But this is just some of the stuff that's going on because we got the pirate ship, Reaper pirate ship is the beginning of it, and the Gamescape 3D brand new. Wonderful lighthouse are being used. Now we're going to use lighthouse again, and probably the Reaper pirate ship on Saturday. We'll get to that. Um, I should be able to just click over here now, but it's too difficult. I'm making life too hard here, Anna.
Well,
So
it's
for
new operating system, new version of Windows and stuff, but it's yeah, it's good.
yes, exactly. Saturday, Saturday night. This is our Winter Nights Game Fest, the 1 day con that Prayers Rejects and Prayers and Riffs are putting together. We're at 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 to 10. Darling, Bones, Stiletto Assassin, Chuck Cumbo, Taryn, and Mike all playing in this adventure. And I have some fun ready for them. But this will be also in the Blue Bay area, which is done by King Ancient Gamer. Here's his map. It's on my wall. That's why I couldn't take a completely square pic. So this one down here is where we are Thursday, right? This is the one Thursday, and this is the lighthouse for Saturday night. Okay, and this is Blue Bay, which Anna placed on her map, and
Yep. Mm-hmm.
we can go and show you, all you who don't have the map. Okay,
There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
there you go. Between Pelgarn and Satan, that's where Blue Bay is. All right. So nice. There's 2 lighthouses there, so that'll be a fun one. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. So that's 3. And then we will probably continue our dungeon discussion unless I get a special guest, which is always a possibility. There's always a chance to do that, but here we go. And that is, there, I put that dungeon 30. So I don't know how many we'll do from, we got to 114. So 115 on to whatever I think we can get done in 2 hours, depending on what special things are in there. But unless we have a special guest, which may happen. So, and that's what's going on. Some other fun things down the road. A week, I'll be off at this point. The big holiday cheer episode of the Fantasy Mapping Show is Friday night, December 16th. There will not be 32 giveaways, but there will be a lot of giveaways on our holiday cheer episode. And both Steven Chanel from Troll Lord and I'm sorry, I always forget the gentleman's name who's going to be here from Frog God.
Oh, I forgot him too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Yes.
Edwin. Evan or Evan something. Yeah. Hang on a second. I can find the email here somewhere. Yep.
So that'll be Friday, December 16th at 8 p.m. The holiday cheer episode. When will Tim be on again? Well, Tim was supposed to hop on tonight, and he texted me saying he'd be on late, and he never showed tonight. So, but with
yeah, Edwin Nagy.
Okay,
Edwin Nagy.
It's in my. Well, thank
Nagy
you.
Or
See,
Nagy
Michael,
or Nagy. Yeah,
my brain is fried. Tim will be here as well on
it's on
the
your
day after.
Sorry.
The day after this. a very special event. I do 1 or 2 of these a year. We're gonna do a BattleTech game
Oh.
with it's the Cross Swords group. So we get some sci-fi gaming in here. Tim will be here. He'll be playing in person with me. My son will play. Tim's son will play. All the Balfrin, and we'll also have Alyssa Faden joining us and Jimmy Duffy joining us as special guests playing in this one too. No problem, dude. Tim, yeah, so we'll do the battle. I haven't gotten to that point. Next weekend, I'll work on the adventure for this. So far, it's so far out, but yeah. And Balfrin has donated a great giveaway. I don't know if I showed this yet. So this is unopened with minis. This is a BattleTech beginner box game rule system. All right. So that is going to be one of the giveaways for. And then we also have a Chaos Campaign one. So we got some good giveaways for that Saturday morning. That's at 9 a.m. Saturday morning the 17th. And then the Christmas time will really be here. And then stuff will slow down a lot, with family things. But that'll be a fun game. So, yeah, there you go. All right, and we'll talk more about other things that are going on a little later, because I got a lot of writing to do, Anna, and I also got a lot of prepping for the fundraiser in February while I'm on vacation, while I'm on the holiday break. I got a lot to do, so it's not like I'm just going to be coming around here and playing video games on this brand new machine because I haven't even installed anything.
Oh, now you said what you're going to do in between. So yeah.
I may put MechWarrior Online back on here.
There you go. Yeah.
I may. I'm not sure yet. I love that game, but we'll see.
Yep.
All right, so that's what's going on. Let's do the giveaway here. You get your choice of 2, okay? And I'm talking about 2. I'm talking about 1 major book and then 1 module book. So the major books would be Scarlet Brotherhood and Treasures of Greyhawk, and City Sites would be that, and then one of the modules in addition. All right, I got you all in here. Let me close this out, and then we're gonna raid into. Gotta find someone. You know what? Will someone check Eat the Surf raids into me all the time on Thursdays? I'm gonna raid into him. He's a good guy. I'm gonna raid into Eat the Surf tonight. Now I'm gonna do Eat the Surf. I haven't done him in a long time, so let me do him. He's a good guy. You're itching? Well, let's see what happens here. Here we go. I'm gonna close this out. Man, this 64% is really scared me, Anna. But it didn't go above it. So
no, don't worry about it. Windows 11 is much better at putting things where allocating resources,
even if it's a higher percent. Lord
Forth.
Oh
yeah, don't worry about it. As long as it doesn't,
as long as it doesn't spike above that. As long as it,
well, as long as you, meaning my CPU, and it goes up and down and stuff. So it's kind of it's much better at allocating resources apparently.
Let's just make sure Lord Force on to claim this, and please sit tight, and then let's just rate into the Eat to Surf guys are good guys, and like I said, they probably rated into me 10 times before I've done them. So, all right, Forth, get with me. You know how. And thank you all for a fun show tonight. Thank you, Gary, and everyone else who commented and made this a fun show. Like I said,
thank you, everyone.
I will be tough unless something happens. I'm only gone a day, which I doubt. I will be incognito for 2 days coming up here. Just one of those things with work, Anna. You know how it is.
Oh
you get real busy with things. So we'll see you all soon. Everyone have a great night. And last thing, PAX. I went. I got some pictures. Maybe I'll share them on Wednesday. But it's just I couldn't recognize anyone. It was crazy, and my son didn't want to go over there today, so I kind of bailed on it this year because I did not. What do you call it? I did not a DM. So. All right, we'll see you. All right, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, sounds good. Let's raid in. I thought for sure I was going to get a crash, but I guess
no, I don't think so. Now you have a beefy computer. You can just run it. Yeah, we only had an internet glitch for a couple of seconds there.
Yeah, they'll really appreciate this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See y'all Wednesday night.
Yeah, went through 73.